捍卫人类和平、自由、民主、前进，前进，前进进，捍卫人类和平、自由、民主、人种道远。我建议国际主流媒体把我的口号传遍世界各地，人类的明天一定会无限美好。
Hi everyone, my name is Denise Romero. I'm with the Rasta Youth Collective, and we're a collective for Mexicanos, Chicanos, and Latinos. And I am also a dreamer. I'm undocumented, unapologetic, and unafraid. And I am here today because there's a bill about to pass. There's a bill they're trying to pass that would benefit me. It would allow me to go back home. But I'm not here because of that. I'm here because my mother and my father and my brother would not benefit from this bill. It would further criminalize them. And the Gang of Eight that is also pushing for more drones, for more military, for more surveillance, for more raids, for more ICE, they do not represent my community. They do not represent my father and my mother or my brother. They do not represent me. The Gang of Eight, they are the only criminals here. If they wish that my parents sacrifice their dignity for legalization, we will not sacrifice our dignity for legalization. We have been here, my family has been here for more than a decade. It is insulting that they should wait 10 years more in order to go back home and visit their family. It is a shame that we have been divided by this bill and taken away from our true fight for human rights, for immigrant rights, for LGBTQ rights, because they would also not benefit from this bill. You know who benefits from this bill? Schumer and the Gang of Eight, 6 of which take donations from detention centers, from prison systems. And they benefited. They benefited from the detention and deportation procedure of my own younger brother. Rebel Diaz was up here talking about stop and frisk. Well, I want to echo that. Because my brother, my younger brother of 17 years old, was stopped and frisked for being a person of color, and because he's undocumented, was then detained and is now in deportation. I want the Gang of Eight to come down and tell me that they will not take donations from prison systems, that they will not benefit from the tears of my mother because my brother was detained. I want comprehensive immigration reform, not just for me, not just for a few, but for my mother, my brother, my LGBTQ brothers and sisters, for everyone. The time is over. We need it now.
We're fired up. We're fired up. We're fired up. Can't take no more. We're fired up. We're fired up. Come on, my name is Valerie Jean. I am the director of Fury, Families United for Racial and Economic Equality. I am a daughter of Haitian and Dominican immigrants. They have worked hard from the moment they've been here to make sure that my 3 sisters and I have the opportunities that we need. Our organization is an intergenerational organization made up of Blacks, Latinos, Caribbean, African women and youth who are fighting for the right for racial, gender, and economic justice. And all that we have to share with you today is that this country should be ashamed of itself, that we are still fighting for basic human rights, that we are fighting for the right for housing, for sustainable jobs, for services that helps move our families out of poverty. And we are here today, whether we're here present in physically or spiritually or watching on TV or whatever, and we're here today to let this government know that this fight has just begun and we are not laying down until we win. So I ask you today, make today the first day. The next time we come to a rally, you come with 5 more people. The rally after that, 10 more people. You make sure that you get communities out to vote. Make sure that people have their voices heard no matter what it takes, because enough is enough. We are tired us to make sure that the unity that we have transcends this space today. Thank y'all.
We've got to start organizing for May Day 2014 tomorrow, because what they have put on Congress is not what we have been marching for since 2006. We want legalization and nothing less. We do not want militarization at the border. That only means more deaths. And we do not want a guest worker program. We want cross-border solidarity so that the people of India, the people of Mexico, the people of the Philippines don't have to come here to find jobs that can stay home. Last week, the New York Times reported that half the people in this city are living in poverty. Half of 8 million people are living in poverty, while we have the richest mayor in history. $27 billion
in a worsening global economic crisis caused by neoliberalism. Obama claims it is getting better, but is it getting better for immigrants and workers? No! Immigrant workers are facing a brunt of capitalist exploitation in this country. Immigrant workers are economic refugees of neoliberalism. We are not here by choice, but because neoliberalism has forced us out of our home countries, like the Philippines. We come from countries that are impoverished and in chronic debt, like the Philippines. We come from countries destroyed by imperialist wars of aggression and military occupation, which have robbed us of our natural wealth, like the Philippines. And here in the US, we are facing discrimination, exploitation, wage theft, and abuse by businesses seeking to extract super profits from our labor. We also face ICE raids, detention, and deportation, now under Obama more than any other previous administration. The Gang of Eights bill is far from a solution to our problems. It only seeks to answer the need of big business, including the military and prison industrial complexes. This enforcement-heavy bill increases the need for weapons production to militarize the border. It will only increase the incarceration and detention of people of color and immigrants to fill their prisons. This repressive racist bill keeps both undocumented and documented workers living in fear, and therefore easier for businesses to exploit and abuse. But immigrants and workers are rising up! Rise up, rise up, rise up, rise up, my people, rise up! If we could beat the Sensenbrenner bill of 2006, we can beat the Gang of Eight bill of 2013! Today, we are billions around the world rising up and struggling against imperialism in all its forms. We are the global 99%. Now is the time for greater resistance, greater movement, and greater solidarity. Mabuhay ang uring manggagawa ng buong mundo. Long live the global working class.
I'm not one of the young ones. We're the raging grannies. Oh yeah! We're the raging grannies, and we came to wish you a happy May Day. Please sing. We're occupying Wall Street days. We've never been afraid to speak our minds for humankind and wage a fight for women's rights. Always on the go. We're there in rain and snow. We know the way to have our say. Raging grannies show the way. Oh, you can't scare us. We're women workers. Bad jobs and rage. We want equal wages, and you can't stop us. We're glass ceilings. We have strong feelings for equality. You women who want to be free, take a tip from me. Join our cause for better laws. Abortion choices must be free. We're seeking to inspire all women to desire to take the helm and overwhelm the corporate empire. Oh, you can't scare us. We're women workers. Bad jobs enrage us. We want equal wages.
www.raginggrannies.org.
Let's give another round of applause for the Raging Grannies. Thank you so much. You remain an inspiration to us. And we just want to call up again Mechas to lead a chant for us. Mechas and Yemas.
A ver, con fuerza de gigantes. Ningún ser humano es ilegal. 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 Sí se puede. 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 The people united, they never be defeated. The people united, they never be defeated.
The workers united will never be defeated. The workers united will never be defeated. The workers united will never be defeated.
We are the majority, and not only that, we don't need to just take over this car. We need to take over this country, this government, so that it treats everybody the way they're supposed to be treated. Nobody should sleep on the streets. Nobody should be unemployed. Nobody should be in debt trying to pay off college education. Nobody should be figuring out how they're going to pay for their pills and their medicine and their hospital bills. And they would not have to do that if all of the workers were in charge of this damn government. If all of the workers were in charge of their communities. So May Day is not an event. May Day is a militant union and labor and immigrant and workers' right, building a movement that is born, a movement that is united, and a movement that is fierce enough to take down those few people who make a lot of money, pay no taxes, and screw us every day. So we're fighting towards a world that is better than this world because we are running that world.
Warm militant greetings on this International Workers' Day. I am honored to represent Gabriella USA and the Audre Lorde Project. The Audre Lorde Project is an organizing center that works with lesbian, gay, bisexual, two-spirit, trans, and gender non-conforming people of color. I am also happy to say that the National Democratic Movement of the Philippines is also rallying and marching with our fellow immigrants and other exploited workers in the U.S. and around the world today. We are here to uphold worker and migrant rights. Filipino women are a part of a large percentage of migrants arriving in the U.S. forced to leave their countries. Over 4,000 Filipinos, 70% of them are women, are forced to leave their countries. The Philippine government has a program called the Labor Expert Program that relies on migrants to send money back home so that the economy is afloat. The government calls them modern heroes, but we call it legal human trafficking. The number one thing that's exported out of the Philippines is our people. People are being exported out of the Philippines. Every day, countless individuals are forced to migrate. And it is because to provide for themselves and their families due to political instability, extreme poverty, and the lack of opportunity in their home countries. In the era of globalization, migration is not a choice, but it's a means to survive. Criminalizing migrants does not make us safer. It subjects us to countless workers to exploitation, abusive relationships, and prevents the reporting of crimes because of the fear of deportation. Spending billions of dollars on border militarization does not increase our security. It encourages violence and inhumane conditions in detention centers. These practices jeopardize our safety
and the safety of our communities. Raise your fist if you are tired of this broken system. To truly make us safer and improve our immigration system, we must address globalization and work to end the condition of forced migration. Families of all shapes and sizes, parents and children, couples of various gender identity or sexual orientation, lesbians, gays, trans folks, queer folks, gender non-conforming people deserve to be together. No law or policy determine what makes a family. We say no to deportations and legalization for all. We say no to deportations and legalization for migrants. Stop imperialist exploitation and modern-day slavery of migrant workers. Keep LGBTQ families together.
Harassing when it comes down to deportation, immigration. We have immigration rights. We're always going to have rights. It doesn't matter who you are, what your complexion is. It doesn't really matter. The whole purpose of me being here is to represent pictures of homeless. I do have an ally that's over there taking a picture of me. His name is Marcus. I appreciate the time and effort for being here. My parents were immigrants. My father's an immigrant. He's been through so much. I'm Mexican and I'm Brazilian. So you know how my grandparents had to go through the trials and tribulations of being an immigrant, being harassed and everything. But at the same time, the whole reason why I'm here is because I'm here for immigration rights. I'm here to stop deportation. I can't deal with the ICE because we know what they're all about. I'm tired of being sick and tired. Housing is a human right. Stop harassing us. Stop harassing homeless people. Stop harassing them. Stop throwing people out in the street because they get an eviction notice. They need to keep their houses. What's the whole purpose of having housing court? So that way we can get thrown and the shelters get crowded and crowded and crowded all the time. I know you don't want your family in the family shelters. Do y'all?
No!
Do y'all?
No!
Do y'all?
No!
All right, housing is a human right. We don't need no more stop and frisk. I'm tired of being sick and tired. This is my passion. I only got under 2 minutes to talk. I'm hurt. I'm tired. I'm tired of being harassed. I'm tired of going through the Department of Homeless Services. I am tired. Why do we have to be harassed by the police officer? Why? Because they have to make their quotas. Those tickets are easy to write, but what's the whole purpose? What is the whole purpose of that? It hurts. It hurts to see me, how the police officers treat the homeless people. But at the same time, I'm here to represent pictures of homeless. I'm here as a mother. I'm here as an auntie. I'm here as a grandmother. I'm here in the memory of my dad. He is Mexican, he's Brazilian. But at the same time, the problems he had to go through to stay here in the United States. You can ignore the issues that's going on out here in the United States. We don't need to be harassed by the police officers. We don't need to be harassed by NYCHA. All right, thank you for your time and cooperation.
We gonna we gonna need your help, let me hear y'all say stop the war! Stop the war! Say let's get free! Let's get free! Say it, stop the war! Stop the war! Okay, fuck the police! Fuck the police! Manante en el combate, mato un elefante. No sense factual, dice lo que hace. Beat our body, ideas into action. Move past the planet, it's time to save the planet. Where you standing? Which way is you going? Which side is you supporting? They build walls, we show love. They under the dollar, I'm like peace to the gods. Toast to the spirits, live life so I feel it. Not stuck or in prison on the move like in Philly. March on the city, my people walk with me. Hands in the air, this life is worth living. Motivate, move, move. What's your motivation? 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 Inspired by a letter I got from Lynn Stewart. I just read it twice, so I know that I'm sure. Know it anymore.
When we reclaimed May Day and fought against unjust immigration policies, we are here, year after year, to stand up for our rights. The people in position, such as the Gang of Eight, talk about our future, but do
not our fault. We are in a system deliberately designed by the 1%, by the U.S. imperialists to oppress the workers and immigrants, all for the sake of business and profit. Without the workers and immigrants, this country will not exist. Today and even beyond, we demand an end to these anti-worker and anti-immigrant policies and practices. We demand genuine, comprehensive immigration reform. We only want the best for our families to live and work with dignity. Today, let us march together and say, legalization for all, stop the deportations, family reunification now, dignity and justice for workers and immigrants. Mabuhay!
It's Workers' Rights Day. This is a worker state. This is a union town. My name is Brenda Walker. I'm a parent of 5. I'm a member, rank and file member of DC 37. I'm also a parent in the New York City public school system. I have 2 children in this New York City miseducation system. This is a system that's failing our children. And I belong to a coalition for public education, and we're probably the only education group that's calling for an end to male control of the New York City public school, because Bloomberg, Walcott, DOE, and company continues to fail our children, and it's unacceptable. It's unacceptable. There has been 166 school closings, and there's nothing as far as closing the achievement gap. It's not happening. It's been a decline of Black and Latino teachers. There's been testing that's going crazy, and our children are not being educated. It's unacceptable. So I need you to stand with the coalition to say that we want to end the male control. We want to respect the workers' right, and we want to say, hey, to May Day, Workers' Rights Day.
Hermanos y hermanas que están muy preocupados con la forma como este sistema nos trata. Este mensaje es para el presidente, nuestro presidente Barack Obama, y también para el secretario de Estado, el señor John Kerry, quien recientemente dijo que América Latina seguía siendo el patio trasero de Estados Unidos. Se equivoca el señor Kerry. ¿Por qué no se ha enterado que los pueblos de América Latina, al igual que todos nosotros aquí, estamos en resistencia contra el mismo enemigo, el sistema capitalista que nos oprime y el imperio yanqui? Soy maestra y como millones de estadounidenses pago muchísimos impuestos en este país. Y este mensaje es un mensaje de un basta. Basta a utilizar nuestros impuestos, el dinero de nuestros impuestos, para promover la guerra en el mundo. Basta de militarizar, establecer bases militares en nuestros países. Basta de perpetrar golpes de Estado, como en el caso de Honduras, en el caso de Ecuador, en el caso de Paraguay y en el caso de Venezuela. Exigimos que nuestro gobierno respete la soberanía y la voluntad de nuestros pueblos. Y exigimos que el dinero de nuestros impuestos sea utilizado para educación, para salud, para crear empleos.
revolution is not leaving. 1. We are the people. 2. We are united. 3. This revolution is not leaving. 1. We are the people. We are united. Not leaving. 1. This is a donut. It is delicious.